Hey guys, I'm making this little video because one of the problems that came up on the test was some of you didn't know how to do accents. If you have a Mac, it's pretty easy, or if you're on mobile, it's very easy. Mobile, and this applies to iPad, iPhone, Android, whatever. You hold down the letter, and up above it will pop up a little menu with all the letters with different accents on it, and that will solve your problems. On Windows, it's a little more complicated. The first method and the easiest method is what's called the alt numbers. Um, and these are coded into every Windows machine, and they'll be available whichever one you use, but usually only if you have a number pad. A number pad is the square block of numbers to the right of your keyboard, which will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the arrow keys, number lock, right? If you have that, this works. So make sure your number lock is on and hold down the Alt button and type in 0192 and let it go, and then you'll get this. Very simple, right? Super easy. I'm not expecting you to memorize these. It would be a good idea. You can Google Alt accent codes, and it'll come up a million times on Google or on the internet. And you should probably print it off and keep a copy either in your textbook or near your computer if you're working with a PC. You're welcome to have that during a test. After a while, you will, just by using this, memorize them. I have them all memorized. And yeah, so that's the easiest way to do it. If you only have numbers on the top of your keyboard, um, this may work on some computers and it may not work on other computers. It's kind of a crapshoot. For instance, on my Surface tablet, this doesn't work. So we have to go to method number 2, right? Which is a little more complicated to begin with, but will make your life really easy in the end. So go down to your search bar and open Settings. Settings, Time and Language, Language, and down in your preferred languages, you should already have English United States installed. We're going to open that, go to Options, go down to Add a Keyboard. Now you should already have US QWERTY installed. What you want to do is add United States International, which is right above it. So do that, make sure it pops up here, and then all of a sudden what you're going to see on your keyboard, you're going to see this little thing pop up down here. And this gives you the option to switch between installed keyboards. So when we're trying to do accents in French, we want to go to ENG International, INTL. Make sure that showed up there. Sometimes it'll automatically change back to ENG US. So if you're having trouble making these accents, check this, because sometimes it'll automatically switch back to that. You want to keep it to ENGINTL. Mine is in English International all the time because it's pretty much the exact same thing as my regular keyboard, just with a few little quirks, and I write in accents almost all the time. So here are the codes that you need to do your accents. So for example, if you want to make an accent grave with an A, you're going to press down the little button on the top left of your keyboard, which is the tilde, which we don't use in French, we do use in Spanish, and this accent here. Hold that button down, just type it, and then hit A. You get an accent, like magic, right? Type it E, type it O, U, I, etc. Very easy stuff. If you want to capitalize, type that button, Shift, and then your letter. Type that button, Shift, and then your letter, right? I'm not worried about capitalization on the quizzes and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that too much. If you want the accent grave, which is this one, you're going to go to the button that should be right beside your enter button, which has the quotation mark and the other accent. Hit that button, A, or that's an E, obviously, I, O, U, etc. If you want to caps, hit that quotation button, and then Shift, and then your letter. And if you want the cedillas in here for some reason too, I don't know why. If you want a C with a cedilla on it, hit that button, and then your C. Or if you want a capital, hit that button, Shift, C, just like that. It's like magic. The other accents, this one's going to come in handy too, the circumflex, because the word fenêtre has a circumflex on it. This is a little more complicated, but pretty much the same idea. So hold down your shift button, hit your 6 on the top of your keyboard, let them go, and then your accent. Shift 6, accent. Shift 6, accent. If you want to capitalize it, Shift 6, hold down your Shift button, accent. And that's it. This is the umlaut, which comes up every once in a very rare while in French. Not very often you'll see it, but it is useful. And it pretty much relies on the same key. So hit down that quotation key. No, wait. Shift, quotation, press them. Oh, no. Shift, quotation, let them go. So shift and the quotation button, hold them, press them at the same time, let them go, then an O. Shift, quotation, A. I don't think we ever see that in French though. The O you do see every once in a while, the U you do see every once in a while, but very rarely. These are, let's change my color here. These are the big three, right? That you should know. And that's it for accents. Let me know if you have any questions.